Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to give you a horror classic. Now, I've said I was going to do these classics on different things. Obviously, I did video games, and I've done action. This will be a horror classic. Now, to me, horror can be many things, and horror can have many things in it. But one of my all-time favorite horror comedies slash just, like, I don't even know what else to call it, slash kind of thriller, is Fright Night. 1985's Fright Night. Fright Night is about a teenage kid named Charlie Brewster. Ooh, Charlie's a kind of a nerd. He's kind of a nerdy guy. He really loves, like, watching horror things. His favorite thing to watch on TV is a show about Peter Vincent, Peter Vincent, the vampire hunter, and he likes to watch shit like that on TV. Not unlike myself, watch all these nerdy shit. And one day, Charlie notices someone moves next door. Okay, neighbor moved out. Neighbor mysteriously, in some versions the neighbor mysteriously left, and in some like in the remake, I think the neighbor mysteriously left. I think the neighbor just sold the house in this one, I think. But either way, the neighbor left. Okay, so a new guy's moving in. Haven't seen the new guy. Just saw this one guy. Why is he bringing a casket in there? Whatever. Obviously, like one of us, any nerd worth their salt, if we saw some shit that looked a little suspicious like that. Like if you live next door, if you have neighbors who moved in next door, and you don't see a car, and you haven't seen anyone walk in or out of it, and someone's like, oh yeah, the neighbors just moved in there, and you haven't seen them, you would start to get a bit suspicious. Needless to say, Charlie, right when he was in the middle of making out with his girlfriend's finally about to give up her virginity to him because it's got the kind of a teen drama aspect to it. He sees something strange happening in his neighbor's window. I think a girl came over, and the girl screamed, and he heard it. Doesn't know why he heard it. And the girl was gone, and she was bashing on the window. I think that's how it worked. And she's banging on the door, and then she's gone. I mean, banging on the window, and then she's gone. And it tells the story of the vampire next door. Now, first of all, Fright Night is a classic to me. It is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love this movie, honestly. I really do. Because, first of all, one of my favorite genres, or like, it's not even a genre, but one of my favorite kind of storytelling devices is the unexpected thing happens to the normal guy. I love stories. I do enjoy stories about just normal kid doing a normal thing, and then something insane happens that could have not been out of his hand, that there's no way they could have been prepared for this to happen. There's no way, it just happened. Because I love stories like that, because it allows you as the viewer to put yourself in their shoes. And never has a movie more been like more solidified how I would have acted in this situation than this one. Charlie acts exactly how I would act. I would go tell everyone. I'd tell my girlfriend, I'd tell my best friend, I'd tell my mom, look, there's something going on with the guy next door. And no one believes them, because every time someone goes over there, the guy next door is charming, smart looking dude who's elegant, and he has a British accent, and he's talking, and he's this nice guy. And like, literally Charlie's like, he's not. There's something up with this dude. I don't know what's up with this dude, but there's something up with this dude. And he can't prove it. And needless to say, they go down this rabbit hole of now the vampire is aware of him. And like I say, this movie is chock full of many, many funny bits. I don't want to get into it because I feel like this is a movie that not a lot of people have seen. That's why I'm making a video about it now. I want to put a spotlight on Fright Night because it is one of the all-time best horror/comedy movies I've ever seen. It's really one of the best. And honestly, even the remake that they made with Colin Farrell as the vampire was fantastic too. It's so nuts. They did it twice. Because I love, like, it's just such a nice premise to play with. Maybe he's crazy, and like they play with it a bit too. They go, maybe he's crazy. Maybe he didn't see what he saw. Maybe it's not what he thinks it is, but it is what he thinks it is. One thing leads to another. It escalates as him and the vampire next door have a tit for tat, a cat and mouse. The vampire next door is toying with him because he knows he can just kill Charlie anytime he wanted to. But he's toying with him, he's playing with him. He doesn't know how much Charlie knows. He doesn't want to overextend himself. but at the same time, he knows he has to do something about Charlie. Now, this version, the original 1985 version of Fright Night, was a little bit more, you know, it's got dated things in it, obviously, with the styles and some of the dialogue, but it stands up in terms of behavior because, like I said, anyone would behave like that. And even in the updated one, it didn't change too much. The updated one was almost still the same thing. It's just, you know, with little updated tidbits. Except the vampire in the updated one, I would say Colin Farrell's version of the vampire was a lot more aggressive and actively coming after him. While this one is coming after him, but he's walking. You never see him running. You never see him, like, getting angry. He's like, I'm gonna get you, Charlie. You know I'm gonna get you, Charlie. He looked like, I don't know the actors who plays the vampire in this name, but I love the way he does it. He's not Dracula, but he does it in this way that's just like, Charlie, yeah, I'm gonna get you, man. Why do you keep running, Charlie? Like he does it in this way where you're so terrified for Charlie because Charlie's trying his best. He's trying to save his girlfriend. He's trying to protect his mom. His best friend, he accidentally kind of pushes his best friend away, and his best friend gets turned into a vampire who Charlie has to eventually kill near the end of the movie. This movie is insane, but eventually he gets around to talking to one of his childhood idols, Peter Vincent, the vampire hunter, Peter Vincent. And Peter Vincent is fantastic. Both versions of him in the 2009 remake and this, I think it was 2009, something like that, are fantastic. Because the idea of a fake hunter, a fake vampire hunter, someone who plays a badass killer of something, like kind of the Galaxy Quest thing of, oh yeah, sure, I play this, but I don't think I can actually do it. And like Peter's like, he's just slimy, kind of, he's not a dick, but he's just like, he's an actor, and he's just like, oh, that shit's not real, and yada yada yada. And then when it becomes real to him, and he's just like, oh, this is funny, oh, this is cute, kid, I'll do this for you, you know? And he goes to the house, and like, I love Peter because things progressively get more and more. He wants to just root this off as, this ain't real, vampires aren't real, this is just a show. Sure, I studied vampires to make myself more authentic to the show, but vampires aren't real. Then he goes and visits the house and he's just like, well, they don't have that, I love the guy who plays the vampire, dude. I don't know his name off the top of my head because I haven't really seen him in a lot of things. He did show up in the remake, by the way, as in a cameo role, but he is just so... he gives off this vibe of like a lion or tiger just sitting in the bushes and just staring at you. Like, he gives this vibe off, but he's got this smile, and he's just like literally toying with them. He lets Vincent see that he doesn't have a reflection. Just because Vincent doesn't believe in vampires. And he's just fucking with them, man. It's so funny. I love Vincent, man. He is a comedical guy. He is hilarious. I love him even more in the sequel to this. The sequel actually isn't that bad to Fright Night. It's not as good as this one nearly, but it's still fun. And Vincent is even funnier in that one because in the sequel, he's all gung-ho. He's like, oh my God, we killed vampires. Let's go. Vincent, just last year, you didn't even believe vampires. Now you're up and gung-ho about killing vampires. But yeah, like, this movie's got it all. It's a good love, it's got a love story, it's a teenage angle, it's funny, it's got the horror down. Fright Night is a 10. To me, this movie's a 10 out of 10. I love this movie, I love every aspect of this movie, I love the way it's filmed, I love the way it's shot, I love the way it looks. It's been directed by a guy named Tom Holland. Not the same Tom Holland, but that's kind of weird. I thought that was weird when I saw that. I was like, Tom Holland? Guy named Tom Holland directed this. Not Spider-Man Tom Holland. This shit came out in 1985. It couldn't have been that Tom Holland. Like, I'd be like, what the fuck, Tom? Are you lying to me about your age? But anyways, I love Fright Night. You guys should check this out. 1985's Fright Night. It's a great movie. And if you want to catch it too, you should check out the 2009 remake of Fright Night, which is also a fantastic movie. Both of these movies are fantastic. You should go check them out. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.